feels like a whole new motorcycle. I can't even tell you how stoked I am, dude.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm with my dad and I'm with Randy, and originally we were going to go out to Salton Sea, but my dad's bike did not want to start. The battery took a shit on him, so we're just sitting around trying to figure out what we want to do. And Randy has a sick little mod that he bought for his DX. And what is it, Dolph? What is it?
So I got a Big Bear motor mount, the front mount.
So yeah, we're gonna swap out this front motor mount, and then we're also gonna put a crash bar on it as well. Yeah. It's gonna be a little install video. We're gonna take you around. We gotta go grab a jack from Harbor Freight, and yeah, we're not mechanics at all, so do not follow what we're doing. This is purely for entertainment. See you there. Yeah, Prince. Alright, so we're hopping in the Gladiator, and we're gonna go to Harbor Freight, pick up a jack, grab some beers, because this is definitely a couple beer job. So, let's get going. Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight. Oh man.
My favorite place.
Here we go.
I call this place Toys R Us.
Toys R Us. Merry Christmas, brother. All right, jack secured. Now we're gonna hop back in the Jeep and get to Randy's pad and start busting into this and see how it goes. Okay. So I'm hoping that like this can just do it like that. So what we're gonna do is gonna put this guy right on this. Yeah, no, right on the flat part. There we go, like that. There we go. So now it's on the motor. Yeah, I know. Well, I know. Yeah. Yeah, I can see exactly when it like starts to move the motor. There you go, like that. That's good. So when we start to unbolt things, we gotta we gotta jack the motor up just a little bit more to kind of like get all the pressure off the bolts and stuff, because you would like mess it all up trying to get the motor mount. What we did right now, basically, we didn't really explain it. We just kind of started filming, but we got the bike on the wheel chuck. We got a jack underneath the motor so that it supports the motor, so when the motor mount is off, obviously the motor has some sort of support. So next what we're gonna do is we're gonna show you what we actually are gonna put in to this. Okay, this is what we're putting in. We got the Big Bear Choppers motor mount right here, and then we also have the other piece right here. So we got some more stuff. So we gotta put the Big Bear Chopper deal together.
Where it mounts up to the side.
Yeah, that's where it mounts up to the side, basically. And this is my first time putting this in, so that's like, right, dude, yeah, so like honestly, like this is just some beer mechanics. We got the cores opened up right now, so this is not for anyone to follow. I mean, but if you know, if you want to reference it, go ahead. Let us know how we're not doing it right. But yeah, so these bolts are there and stuff like that, and it basically gives it 2 points on the motor mount, which is a lot better than the 1 point that's on stock. So we'll do that, and then also he has this nice Gucci. So in the beginning we said it was a Carusi K-bar, but it's not. It's an Imzz Elite OG crash bar. I actually personally have had this crash bar on my Dyna back in the day, and I crashed it and it saved my leg. It's a great crash bar. Imzz Elite, they make good crash bars, and it's a solid shop. So check them out.
Yeah, okay. So, first thing first, you gotta bolt this up to the motor. Okay, just because it has a notch, and every motor mount has a notch, and that aligns the mount. Okay.
Got it. Got it.
So
what we'll do is we'll remove the old motor mount and then bolt this up and then sort of bolt up the side plates and then kind of start putting everything back together.
right.
That's the way we're gonna do it. Like I said, we don't know what we're doing. I need tools now, so now we need some tools. So what we're gonna do is we gotta get this little guy off first to get to these two bolts. They say you have to take off the oil filter. We're gonna try not to take off the oil filter just because I don't want to do an oil change on this just yet. So let's get this little bolt off right here. We're gonna go right here. Honestly, this one is a 4mm. I honestly, like, it fits perfectly. Harley's standard, but sometimes they have random metric bolts on them. So this is a 4mm I got going on right here. I'm gonna get this guy off. And then replace and make sure the washer doesn't go into oblivion. Boom. Okay, so that's exposed. And then now we can easily get to these bolts. Well, this one's gonna be the top. I got a 9/16, which is the size. Boom. And I'm gonna use this little swivel dude to kind of get it in there a little bit easier. Boom. Okay, so I'm gonna go with this guy right here, and I'm gonna basically just pop it loose. There we go. Boom. Pop loose.
I would break it loose first.
Oh yeah.
Because you might need a longer wrench.
All right. So what we did is we got one of these guys. This one, it was just a little bit skinnier, so I was able to kind of like put it right here. Again, 9/16, and we're basically gonna just bring on the little. There we go. Boom. So we got it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna loosen them up. I'm not gonna take them all the way out. Just loosen them up for right now and see where the hell. And again, like I said, first time doing this, so probably doing it wrong. And then the next two bolts, we gotta take out these two guys right here. 5/16. Boom. Got the 5/16. Let's break this one loose. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. All right. And we're gonna basically get these out. Again, when we got the motor supported, I'm gonna give it a little bit of a push up to get the pressure off these bolts so we don't fuck them up.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, now we're just taking everything off now. We got the pressure off the bolts and everything. And now I'm just gonna basically be doing this for a second. So we'll get back to you guys once the motor mount is off the bike.
You could always
Again,
shoot a
these two, and these two. Boom. As those are the ones that we're holding on.
What about this guy right here too?
No, don't worry about that.
Those are together with
Yeah,
the mount? Oh, I
that's
see
together
where-
mount.
Yep.
Yeah, so boom, because the Big Bear chopper mount is gonna bolt to right here, and it's gonna come up, and then a bar is gonna come under the motor, and it's gonna bolt up to these two guys right there.
Here we go.
Hold on, let's see how long this bolt is. Okay, so we were able to get the bolt out. So yes, it is confirmed that you do not need to take out the oil filter to get this bolt out.
Possibly on 99 to what, 04? Because this is it's an older one.
So now we're just doing the bottom ones, and then the motor mount should just fucking pop right out. Boom, the motor mount is out. Let's come out with it.
The hard part's fishing it out.
Pops did say it was hard to figure out.
Boom, it wasn't that hard. Come on, mate.
Me and you.
This is the motor mount. This thing is gross as fuck. Yeah, it hasn't been off the bike since what year is this?
99.
99. So this is a 90. This is 99 right here, dude. A lot of oil, a lot of shit. It just looks gross. So it's kind of cool to see the Big Bear one because it's a lot nicer. All right, get back to that.
Guess what she looks like, all barren.
So the motor mount's out. You need another one of these.
Time for a nap.
So right now I'm just cleaning this area, brake cleaner, and getting all this old oil and everything off. This is actually not that bad. Like honestly, like this is not that gross. So this bike is pretty well maintained. It's nice. So hopefully we're gonna do a good job so my boy can keep riding.
He gave me credit.
All right, so we're gonna put on the Big Bear Choppers guy. It's an indicating left and right side. Sorry, left. There's a left side and a right side to this. So obviously left's just pretty much like this, basically. So we're gonna fish it in there. We're gonna get the bolts held up. Everything's gonna go on loosely, okay? And then we're gonna go from there. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of Loctite on this thing. So I'm gonna just open this up and then I'm gonna cut the tip, boom, let it fly everywhere. And then, let's see, left side, right side, I'm gonna just put a little bit in here and a little bit in here. Red Loctite is what I'm using because I don't want this shit going anywhere. Boom. And then now what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to fish this in somehow, and I'm assuming we can maybe go like that. Boom. Look at that, very pretty. And then we're gonna loosely put these bolts back because I couldn't even get the I mean, I'm gonna torque specs wise, I'm gonna just say good and tight.
Good and tight.
Good and tight.
Good and tight.
That's how we do it.
Yeah, good and tight.
Good and tight.
All right, we're back. I am on my 6th beer. So there's a little notch on this little mount right here, and that's where that bushing sits in. Okay, so right now we're gonna go and put a little bit of grease to kind of sort of help the bushing get inside of the metal bracket. That's gonna go on the side, and this is just purely just helping to get it in. I'm gonna go, so there you go. Now I'm gonna just start basically hammering this thing in with the rubber mallet.
We did use a little bit of grease on the inside. A little bit of grease, but you'll see. A little bit of a gap in there, but I feel like no, I'm just not even out with the bolt. Yeah, I'm literally just gonna go. I'm just gonna start.
Cool. And then there you go, like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the new hardware. Hold on a second. So I got the new hardware. So this guy right here is gonna go into that hole, lock washer, and then I did put some red Loctite on it. Hopefully you can see it. Some red Loctite right there. Whatever, you don't need to see it, but you know it's on there. And then I'm gonna basically thread this into there. Boom, boom, boom. And then I'm gonna tighten it up with, I don't know what size. What size? That's a big old size. Right over there on my saddlebag, Dad, is some 3/8 Allen. Basically gonna put this guy up. Okay. Alright, so that's one side in right now, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the other side exactly the same. It says exactly the same. It's bracket, bushing, notch, put the notch where it is on the engine mount, and you're good to go. So we're on to the right side of the bike, obviously the pipe side. Depending on what pipe you have, you might not need to do this, but for us, we have a Bassani Road Rage on this thing, and it is directly in front of the motor mount bolt area. So what we're gonna do right now is we're just gonna take off the bolts. We're gonna take the pipe off. Well, first off, we're gonna see if we can kind of just loosen everything up to maybe make way to like get the ratchet in, but if we can't, we might have to take the whole pipe off. So we'll check back in with you guys when we get there. Cool. What are you back with, brother?
Back with a goddamn 6-pack of them Ipersons. Allen Iper.
Allen Iverson, damn, we're high octane type shit.
Only runs 100 octane.
Little Grom.
That thing faster than my dynamite.
Got the knobs.
Believe it or not, it's faster than that.
We're doing, I mean, there's torque specs, but I'm gonna just say good and tight on these guys right here. Good and tight on these. And then same kind of thing for this because it's tough, since we got the oil filter on, it's tough to get it like a torque wrench in there. So I'm gonna say good and tight on that one as well. These two guys right here. So we're gonna get these on. And then once those are on, then we're gonna be dealing with the crash bar next. Beer runs. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the Imzz Elite OG crash bar on this guy. So what I'm gonna do is up on here, there's a little bolt right there. I'm gonna leave it loose to try to manipulate it. The kind people at Imzz Elite hook you up with some really nice ARB screws. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just put a little bit of blue Loctite on this one because I'm gonna have to take it off probably eventually at some point. And then not fuck it up like that. Sit into this hole right here. I'm gonna bring it up into here. And I'm gonna put it through that hole up there. And then they supply you with a little nut that goes on the back. And that nut has a 9/16. And then the ARP 12.3/8 socket. All right, so we're back here. We got the crash bar on, and honestly, the way this thing mounts up, you can get it between the Big Bear choppers. Look, you can. There you go. There you go. You can get it between the motor mount, just like that. So all it takes now is just lining up the bolts and mounting it up. So you don't need a friend. You don't need to squeeze it over. The Carusi original ones goes over the mount. You can check on their video. They have a really great video that shows how to do all this shit. But this one, the Imzz Elite OG crash bar goes in between the Big Bear motor mount. I mean, it's the way it's lining up. It wouldn't really make sense to try to squeeze the damn thing over it because that'd be really crazy, and I don't know. But this is the way we're gonna run it. So if you have another view on it, put it in the comments below. Here we go. All right, so we're all locked up. Here, I'm gonna grab this real quick. I tightened these guys up right here, good and tight, and it does fit in between the motor mount with little effort at all. So you did not need to stress it at all. There was no, it was good. It literally just fit right into place. So now what I'm gonna do too is I'm gonna tighten up this guy right here, down in the back, like I said, 9/16, and the 3/8 12 point. So there's that, and then I'm gonna do is and then get it tight like that. There you go, boom, and you're done. The only thing that we really need to do that you might not need to is put the exhaust on. But if your exhaust works with it, then you're basically done at this point.
You know what we need to do? You know what?
What do we need to do?
We need to crack another damn beer.
That's right.
Just sitting here right now, I can tell you this. I already feel the bike like not vibrating as much as it's idling. Before it used to idle, you would kind of feel the bike shaking a little bit, but now I haven't even taken off yet, but it's pretty damn solid.
Sick.
Way solid.
That's like a light bike.
Yeah, you just kind of just pick it up and put it off to the
Throw it
side.
over your shoulder, man.
Yeah. There you
I
go.
love that bike. I want.
So here we are. I can't thank Eli enough for always keeping me on the road and
No
always
problem.
making sure my bike looks good.
No worries.
Pop's always got all the wisdom to make sure that we got this going. I mean, I think this dude's ready to hit the road. Are you ready, man?
Yeah, he is.
Shit. Dude, this feels like a whole new motorcycle. I can't even fucking tell you how stoked I am, dude. It's like I was just doing 90 and I wasn't even thinking about it.
Yeah.
It was literally just like
You're just fucking chilling.
Every other time I've done 90 on this bike, you could feel a little something, you know, but it just felt so solid.
It makes sense because when you're hauling ass and you're hitting shit, that motor was on one point. It was just all like you and this.
I don't even feel the little bounce anymore. I think it was my motor mount.